northeastward across the western islands, extending southwestward for several hundred miles. Environmental conditions appear favorable for gradual development of this system, and a tropical depression will likely form during the latter part of this week while the system moves west-northwestward at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Formation chance through 48 hours, medium, 40%. Formation chance through 7 days, high, 80%. Francine now moving north-northeastward across the western Gulf of Mexico. New information. Changes to watches and warnings. The tropical storm warning has been upgraded to a hurricane warning for East Baton Rouge, Eastern Ascension, St. James, West Baton Rouge, and Western Ascension. The storm surge watch has been upgraded to a storm surge warning for Eastern Orleans, Lower St. Bernard, Lower Tangipahoa, Southeast St. Tammany, Southern Livingston, Southwestern St. Tammany, St. Charles, and St. John the Baptist. The storm surge watch has been upgraded to a storm surge warning, and a tropical storm warning have been issued for Southern Hancock, Southern Harrison, and Southern Jackson. A tropical storm warning has been issued for Northern Hancock, Northern Harrison, Northern Jackson, Pearl River, Pike, Waffle, and Washington. Current watches and warnings. A storm surge warning and hurricane warning are in effect for coastal Jefferson Parish, Lower Lafourche, and Lower Terrebonne. A hurricane warning is in effect for Assumption, East Baton Rouge, Eastern Ascension, Iberville, St. James, Upper Lafourche, Upper Terrebonne, West Baton Rouge, and Western Ascension. A storm surge warning and tropical storm warning are in effect for Eastern Orleans, Lower Plaquemines, Lower St. Bernard, Lower Tangipahoa, Southeast St. Tammany, Southern Hancock, Southern Harrison, Southern Jackson, Southern Livingston, Southwestern St. Tammany, St. Charles, and St. John the Baptist. A tropical storm warning is in effect for Amite, Central Plaquemines, Central Tangipahoa, East Feliciana, Lower Jefferson, Northern Hancock, Northern Harrison, Northern Jackson, Northern Livingston, Northern St. Tammany, Northern Tangipahoa, Pearl River, Pike, Grand Coulee, St. Helena, Upper Jefferson, Upper Plaquemines, Upper St. Bernard, Waffle, Washington, West Feliciana, Western Orleans, and Wilkinson. Storm information. About 480 miles southwest of New Orleans, Louisiana, or about 440 miles southwest of Houma, Louisiana. 24.9 and 95.6 W. Storm intensity 65 miles per hour. Movement north-northeast or 20 degrees at 8 miles per hour. Situation overview. Tropical storm Francine is forecast to move generally northward then northeast, paralleling the Texas Gulf Coast and eventually making landfall along the Louisiana coast late Wednesday as a hurricane. Hurricane and tropical storm warnings remain active across southeast Louisiana, including the Baton Rouge metro area. In addition to the potential for damaging winds, Francine will also bring the threat of life-threatening storm surge along the coastline and lake shores of southeast Louisiana and southern Mississippi, where storm surge warnings are currently in place. Heavy rainfall along and to the east of the track will have the potential to cause flooding and flash flooding even in areas that don't normally flood. Rainfall flooding could be worsened due to the heavy rainfall with saturated grounds just last week. Next update. The next local statement will be issued by the National Weather Service in New Orleans, Louisiana around 5 p.m. Central Daylight Time, or sooner if conditions warrant. Flood watch remains in effect through Thursday morning. What? Flooding caused by excessive rainfall continues to be possible. Where? Portions of southeast Louisiana, including the following parishes: Assumption, Central Plaquemines, Central Tangipahoa, Coastal Jefferson Parish, East Baton Rouge, East Feliciana, Eastern Ascension, Eastern Orleans, Iberville, Lower Jefferson, Lower Lafourche, Lower Plaquemines, Lower St. Bernard, Lower Tangipahoa, Lower Terrebonne, Northern Livingston, Northern St. Tammany, Northern Tangipahoa, Grand Coulee, Southeast St. Tammany, Southern Livingston, Southwestern St. Tammany, St. Charles, St. Helena, St. James, St. John the Baptist, Upper Jefferson, Upper Lafourche, Upper Plaquemines, Upper St. Bernard, Upper Terrebonne, Washington, West Baton Rouge, West Feliciana, Western Ascension and Western Orleans, and southern Mississippi, including the following areas: Amite, Northern Hancock, Northern Harrison, Northern Jackson, Pearl River, Pike, Southern Hancock, southern Harrison, southern Jackson, Walthall, and Wilkinson. When, through Thursday morning. Impacts. Excessive runoff may result in flooding of rivers, creeks, streams, and other low-lying and flood-prone locations. Additional details, http://www.weather.gov/safety/flood. You should monitor our forecasts and be alert for possible flood warnings. Those living in areas prone to flooding should be prepared to take action should flooding develop. At 1 p.m. Central Daylight Time, or 1800 UTC, the center of Tropical Storm Francine was located near latitude 25.3 north, longitude 95.2 west. Francine is moving toward the northeast near 9 miles per hour, 14 kilometers per hour. A continued northeastward motion and a faster forward speed are expected later this afternoon and tonight. On the forecast track, Francine is anticipated to move away from the coast of northeastern Mexico and South Texas this afternoon, move across the northwestern Gulf of Mexico tonight, and then make landfall in Louisiana on Wednesday. After landfall, the center is expected to move into Mississippi on Wednesday night or Thursday. Maximum sustained winds are near 65 miles per hour, 100 kilometers per hour with higher gusts. Strengthening is expected through Wednesday morning, and Francine will likely become a hurricane later today or tonight. Francine is expected to weaken quickly after landfall. Tropical storm force winds extend outward up to 140 miles, 220 kilometers from the center. The minimum central pressure reported by an Air Force Reserve Hurricane Hunter aircraft is 988 millibars, 29.18 inches. A tropical storm warning remains in effect for the following parishes in Louisiana: Central Plaquemines, Central Tangipahoa, East Feliciana, Lower Jefferson, Northern Livingston, Northern St. Tammany, Northern Tangipahoa, Grand Coulee, St. Helena, Upper Jefferson, Upper Plaquemines, Upper St. Bernard, West Feliciana and Western Orleans, and Wilkinson, Mississippi. A hurricane warning remains in effect for the following parishes in Louisiana: Assumption, Iberville, Upper Lafourche, and Upper Terrebonne. A tropical storm warning has been upgraded to a hurricane warning for the following parishes in Louisiana: East Baton Rouge, Eastern Ascension, St. James, West Baton Rouge, and Western Ascension. These are the 2 p.m. Central Daylight Time observations.